Howdy everybody. We're doing some ravioli. Kind of traditional one, a kind of neato one, and then a kind of totally not really a ravioli, but I had to use that context of it to make what I wanted because I love mini tacos and I'm going to make them. And we are listening to the song stylings again of Avril Lavigne from her new CD, Goodbye Lullaby, but it's not loud enough for you to hear it, I don't think. Anyway, I've got some reserves going on, but let's just get started. On my stovetop, I've got 2 pans of ground beef. I've got about a half. Oh, that's gone. Okay. I've got about half in each. So let me get those turned on. This one needs the lighter. Okay. So we're gonna do this one as the mini taco one, and this one as the. It's just sort of our traditional Italian meat ravioli. So, as always, red wine. Well, I guess I'll do the rest of that. And save the cork for Fran. Okay, so we're going to do red wine, black pepper. Woohoo! We're going to do, for seasonings, we're going to do basil. As much as you want, really. That's about a teaspoon. Then we've got oregano. Pretty hearty sized teaspoon there for that. We're going to do a little bit of tarragon just because I love tarragon, but it's not really about half a teaspoon. I don't think tarragon is Italian, I think it's French, but I'm not certain. And then to give it sort of the Italian-y, sausagey kind of feel, some fennel seeds. About a teaspoon of fennel seeds. You don't want too many. And last but not least, are you guessing it while I'm getting it? The garlic. All my garlic is down to like juice. Tablespoon of garlic. Tablespoon and a half. I would also do some tomato paste in here, but I don't have any. I don't think. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, you know what? I'll do this. It's just a roasted garlic marinara can, and I just put about, I don't know, tablespoon, quarter cup maybe, most. And then I've got this really fantastic blend I already did earlier. This reserve I did in my fancy food processor. It's a quarter of a white onion, about half a cup of salsa, and a jalapeno chopped up, put in there, and I'm just gonna mix this in. It's gonna be spicy. And then also, I have reserve. I know I gotta get to mixing, huh? Of white onion that I've chopped up in my food processor really fine, and I'm going to use, look, a heaping tablespoon. You see how heaping that is? I'm going to put that in with here too. We're leaving the leftover for other stuff. I'm also going to do a cheese ravioli. Let me get these working and then I'll come back and tell you about that. And we're going to do the ravioli out of those wontons that I just adore because they're so good. Okay, the cheese ravioli I also did in my food processor. I used about a quarter a block of cream cheese. Hold on, let me get this other one going because it's like angry at the world. So angry that I'm going to turn it down. Because it's being real pissy, not just angry, but pissy. It's the worst kind of angry. Okay, let's calm it down a bit. We gotta add our seasonings to this. Because even though it's got the salsa and the jalapeno and onion, it is not gonna have the taco-like flavor that we want. And we gotta get all this integrated. It's gonna be good. It already smells really good in here. Yeah, but the cheese one I did about a quarter a block of cream cheese. I did about a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese. I did a handful of mozzarella, and then a handful of gorgonzola. And then I did just a piece of onion. I mean, maybe a tenth of a white onion. I put that in there as well, and that's it. And then I refrigerated it. Do you see how like thick and firm it is? It's yummy. Okay, we just want this now. The meat's pretty much cooked in this one. We just want the liquid to boil away, so we're reduced down to the flavor of it. Cool? Okay, give this other one a stir. Let's add the seasonings to it. I gotta work on my man hand, because I keep doing like this. Yeah, I know. So we're gonna do smoked paprika to the back. Do about a teaspoon of the smoked paprika. I've got an adobo seasoning here. Do about a teaspoon of that. Let's do a little bit of cumin. Not quite a whole teaspoon, about half a teaspoon of the cumin. Oh! I'm gonna have to pinch that one away. Shake the rest off for good luck. Some blackened seasoning. Smells so good already. And then we're gonna want, as soon as I can find it, give me a second please. Chili powder is what you're gonna want. And when you find it, it's gonna be a fantastic moment for you. And for me, if I could ever find it. Some chili powder. There we go, homemade taco seasoning, and for the chili powder, do about a teaspoon. Okay, let's get those all working together. Oh, this is smelling super great. In a minute, I'm going to add some cheddar cheese to it, and be good to go. I just want to make sure I get all these seasonings in here so all the beef has it. And keep in mind, so I already got the salsa and the onions, going to be good to go. This one's just boiling away, just let it be. Cool. Cool. See, I splattered myself, which is why I'm wearing one of my nighttime shirts. Woohoo! I'm smart. Okay, what do we want to do next? We're going to do a garlic and olive oil sauce for the ravioli. The ones that are not like, you know, mini tacos. So I have in here, I've got a buttload, whatever this is. I don't know. It's like 4 tablespoons of that garlic out of a jar that I attempted to roast by putting it in my toaster oven. It does smell slightly more like roasted garlic, but if you really want roasted garlic, you need to use, you know, whole garlic cloves, which I am out of, and roast them. So far, so good. So far, so long. Alright, let's get working on the sauce. Use half of the rest of the onion reserve here, and half of the roasted garlic. We're just going to add black pepper, oregano, and you know, I think this one comes on by itself now. No. It needs the magic lighter. Okay, so don't turn it on too high. Do about a quarter cup of olive oil into there. Cool. And then we're going to do some black pepper. You could use cracked, or what I'm going to do, just out of the thing, about half a teaspoon. And then where'd that oregano go? Poop shooter. Got it. Same, about a quarter teaspoon of oregano. Let's get that whisked in and warming up. Alright, and then let's get this back burner on. Yay! So wonderful. And in this back burner, we're going to make our sauce for the mini tacos. So we're just going to do, this is real easy, about half a cup of salsa. Ow. And we're going to do about half a cup of sour cream, once I can find a... I'm not going to add anything else to this except for some cheddar cheese, and then let it be. How cool. Alright, all the meat's cooked. This one's almost down to nothing. About a quarter cup of cheddar cheese. Let me just spoon that together real quick. This one doesn't need to cook long because really, ow, I'm just melting down the cheese. I'm going to turn this guy off in front. I'm going to turn this one over here off in front. Alright. I'm going to stir this away from the flame because it's so hot. Alright, we got a nice base here. Cool. Now just let that heat up so that the cheese melts through. This one's good to go. Look, pokesy around. It's a little moist still, but that's okay. Most of that stuff is all gone. Now we're going to take this other cheddar cheese and we're going to add it. Yeah, we'll do the rest of it. So that's about a third of a bag. And we're just gonna, this is still hot, the meat should be real hot still. So we're just gonna kind of mix it in. The burner's off though, make sure you do that or else the pan's gonna like burn the cheese and then forever to clean and you won't be happy with yourself or with your life. When it starts to look like hamburger helper, that's when it's like done. Okay, so these are our fillings. I'm going to turn the back burner off too, because that sauce is done now. Why don't you come take a look? It's all from a distance. So there's our Italian meat combo. This sauce for the mini tacos going on back there. This sauce I'm going to give a quick stir, and it's done. And then look, see how the meat melted in there? It kind of looks like the stuff that would be, or the cheese, I'm sorry. Looks like the stuff that would be in a Mexi melt. Okay. All I'm going to do is get this stuff off the flames, because it's all done now. Ah! All the burners off? Yes, yes. I'm going to get them all into just little bowls. Then we're going to come back and assemble our ravioli and cook them up. Cool? So stay with me and be right back. Sort of contradictory. But hey, just a real quick bonus. I decided I was going to do something a little bit different. I've got all my sauces hanging out. I've got my meats hanging out. But I've got this leftover of the onion and the roasted garlic. So I'm just going to use that store-bought marinara. Throw that in the pan. Just give a quick once around with the store-bought marinara. More than enough. Whisk that bad boy together. I'm just going to heat it through till it gets a bubble, and then I'm going to put that in its own saucepan. So that's going to go over the beef-filled ravioli. Cool? If you wanted to, you could add a little bit of flour to make it thicker. So that's what we've got going on. Alright, I'm just going to show you how to assemble them, tell you how I'm going to cook them, and then come back when they're done. Okay?